Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yay, it's my first basil. I've never had a basil before, not something I've ever really looked out for either, to be honest, because they always go for such a lot of money. But now I have my very own, as dusty and a little bit scratched as he is. This is literally what it came with. No, it's not quite what it came with. I do lie to you, my fellow humans. What it also came with was these two wands here, which I've already taken off of it and put ready for the shed, because they're okay in the fact that they're wands, you know, they do what wands do, but yeah, they're not staying with this at all. This is the thicker, older style, heavier painted aluminium wand. In fact, it might even be a steel wand painted. It does feel like it, and bar a couple of little scuffs, it is not bad at all. I don't think this is early enough to have coloured wands. I do think that it probably was grey rather than the red that these came with. We also have a hose, which I have zero reason to believe is not genuine. The machine end is very nice and seems to be okay. I can't push it out, and the hose cuff is a short cuff with no cracks or splits on it either. Very nice indeed. Did also come with a floor tool, which I don't know. I didn't think it was genuine or, you know, related to this at all. Same with the wands, but I saw a picture of a Numatic David with one of these floor heads, and it doesn't move, as in I think there's a lot of fluff under here. But if you look by the brushes, look, they are carried in a very fancy looking brush carrier, and I don't know. I think, you know, these were cheaper vacuum cleaners than, you know, your Henry and whatnot. I reckon it may well be good enough. I don't know. I need to take it apart and see if I can find any more markings on it. But yeah, comment down below. What do you reckon? Do you reckon this is an actual pneumatic floor tool, or just I mean, it's pretty good. I'm going to refurbish it anyway. It's actually almost identical. I'll fetch it down in a minute to the Goblin Rio 1000 floor head. So it's not going to be great anyway, but deserves to be tidied up. Now we can come on to the machine himself, and we are on this era of plug. Sadly, not the earlier style. We are starting off with this, and we also have the little wiring. You know, if you rip the plug off of this, you need to fit a new one, and these are what the colours are. That was, well, is, I think, or was mandatory in the United Kingdom at one point. And yeah, then we come to old Basil, and yeah, he is, you know, the writing on the front is absolutely mint, and bar a haze of scratches and dust, that there is the only real big mark that I can see. His sides, look, are nice and not completely scuffed. The bin is good. The wheels are mint. This little fella has not seen much use at all. And yeah, there is the ratings plate. 1997, week 18. Numatic NB200 with a power socket, which is shame really, because I still haven't worked out why my Vax power head died, but meh, we'll come on to that later. Yeah, we have the original strain relief by the looks of it. No cord hook, although it doesn't look like there was one anyway, so the cable is a little bit sort of everywhere. The grill, my NV200 does not have a grill this nice. The grill is certainly mint. No breaks or scuffs on it at all. Let's lift the lid, where yes, he has seen some use. We cannot deny that, and I've actually used him a little bit, so there will be a little bit of dirt in here because didn't come with a bag. Dad, bless him, fair play, chucked the disgusting bag he said that was in here away. That's cool, not a problem. All needs a wash anyway, so yeah, excuse a little bit of dust, but yeah, it's pre-refurb. It doesn't matter. Here is our filter, and here is our bin with, I didn't want to do that because the 97 bit is just down there. Look, there we go. Yeah, he is a bona fide original Numatic Basil with just a couple, well, with actually just the wands missing, really. I mean, you've got basil there. We'll put the hose on, then we'll put the bent end on, and then we'll put the wands on. Now, by an extraordinary stroke of luck, I had a message from a local car valeter actually, saying, here, I've got some heavy tools that I'm never going to use. Do you want them? And I said, yes, please. And he popped round the other day with, amongst some other things, which we'll see, a brand new, never used floor tool. That's going to be ever so handy to have. It's even, I don't think there's a date sticking on it. I don't know what model he bought, but it didn't have a double taper adapter. We had a conversation about that. So I presume some sort of NV. And then the very, very lightweight. I mean, the difference between these is, oh, look, this one almost balances in my finger, yet this one, as soon as I let go, just drops. And wow, that difference is astonishing. So that's cool, but what it does mean is that if I'm going to keep this a bit safe, because hey, they're brand new, I think, bar being fitted to themselves, and look, the modern ones, they've already focus. Come on, this is important, the people need to know. It's already starting to chip the paint off, look, and they've only really been fitted to themselves, even when he came with them they were apart, but put with our Basil, they go all right, and because the floor head is stuck in carpet mode and not hard floor, we can give it a bit of a go. So what we actually have is, I think, a fairly convincing setup, bar the fact that this all weighs half as much as it should. Fantastic. Oh yes, and it came with, again, an original dusting brush, but sadly it's had a couple of its tufts forcibly removed from itself, but yeah, still okay. It's still okay. Right, let's plug him in, turn him on, and I'll show you what he sounds like. Absolutely, utterly mint. I mean, I've never had, I think, you know, even recent used pneumatics sound this good. As you know, it is fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little peek inside of it, because I want to see if it's the original motor, because I'm no good at telling the sounds apart. Some of you might be saying it's a different motor. It's not the original. Who knows? We'll check it anyway. I want to have it apart. We'll see how it's aging. Okay then, let's see what we are working with. The first thing that we're going to actually do is take this off, purely because I've already spotted an issue. On my NB200 I replaced that with a black screw from a Hoover Turbo Power, and it did look a lot better. Oh my goodness, I have to be so careful with this. Oh, just come on, we don't want to have to. Oh, here. Not broken ones of these are so rare. Oh, there we go, look. With both of the little dots in place. Now the main thing that we need to get rid of this, because it's just crumbling to bits. I can see that through. Look, you can see where just the airflow through it has been ripping it off. So that's cool. Lots of dust there. We may as well check that the suppressor isn't blown, because I'm sure these do keep running when they go. And we are unplugged, aren't we? Yes, we are. Certainly a bit grim, and it is one of the reefer ones, which are the ones renowned to go. So that will be coming out, but hey, it may last the rest of this video. Who knows? That is pretty cool. I think we also need to be under here for a screw, do we? No, we don't. This is slightly different to my NV200. They're all under here, and a longer screwdriver bit on this. basil. There we go. The original UD11054 motor. How fabulous is that? Possibly the best condition one of these that I've got. Can I do a shot of how nice the carbon? Yeah, look at that. Look, you can still see the lines on it. So, bar being used bagless, I think, for a fair old while, I don't think there's anything really wrong with our little Basil. Bless him. 97 there. Motor feels cool after even all that running. Yeah, I think he's okay. Right, let me get him back together because I'm not going to wash him now, although we'll have to at some point. Oh, there's a piece of foam here, which isn't bar falling off. That's nice and strong. That can stay. God, so much room for shenanigans, folks. Think of all the LEDs you could fit in one of these. Right, let me get him back together. What we can also do for a laugh, because he hasn't got a bag, and I don't want to get the filter too dirty, is we'll use current vacuum of the month, shows you when I'm filming this, to clean up these bits and bobs. Are we going to regret that when we look at the filters at the end of 12 vacuums, 12 months June? Who knows? I don't care for now. Back to Basil, who, bless him, you know, he runs like new. That's the bit that I am most amazed about. Not only is he not that trashed, I mean, we can make this look very, very glossy fairly quickly. Most of it dust. You know, as soon as you start wiping away the dust, he don't half come up well. But he will come up even better. We have ourselves certainly some decent ones forever, probably. I mean, they're not bad. And the mystery floor tool. And I went and got this. This is the similar, identical looking floor tool from the Goblin Rio 1000 that I have. And yes, you can see the family resemblance, the detail on the edges is even the same. Obviously the tool fitment is different. In fact, these two can do that. But underneath is where, yeah, Goblin cheeked out and just did a sort of ring of brushes around the edge. But yeah, these are certainly a family resemblance, isn't there? Crikey, I can't even say that we may not be having that out as well for that, although this is like a slot-in one and that one isn't. But yeah, that's the family difference, really. And you know what, this one didn't seem to do too bad either. It did seem to feel like it was doing something. Whether that's just the placebo effect or not, I don't know. But yeah, we have our hose. How fantastic. We even have somewhere, there we go, look, a dusting brush. So yeah, really an impromptu free pneumatic Basil. Very nice indeed. Next time you see him, he should be washed and brushed up. Motor's not going to get touched, bar just a little blowout with the apex. This is just going to be a big wash, because I don't know if you can tell, but he is quite filthy. There's a lot of black grime around him, and as soon as you give that a clean off, he's going to turn into a beautiful red machine. So until then, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I and my Basil will see you soon. Bye bye.